Biodiversity is the lifeblood of our planet. Over 4.3 billion people, including more than 80% of the world's vulnerable communities, rely on it for their livelihoods. Today, we are facing a triple planetary crisis: climate change, pollution, and biodiversity loss. 1 million species are at risk of extinction, and the global economy could face an annual GDP loss of $2.7 trillion by 2030 due to biodiversity degradation. World leaders have united around the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, a roadmap for reversing this crisis. It outlines a global vision of living in harmony with nature by 2050, supported by 23 action-oriented targets to be achieved by 2030. The BioTrade Initiative offers a solution. BioTrade occurs when products or services sourced from biodiversity are commercialized and traded in ways that respect both people and nature. Since 1996, the initiative has connected businesses, governments, and civil society to protect biodiversity while fostering economic growth and sustainable livelihoods. It promotes the implementation of 7 principles and 25 criteria, guiding stakeholders along the supply chains of biodiversity-based products and services. These principles reflect the economic, environmental, and social dimensions of sustainable development. Globally, biodiversity-based products accounted for 17% of global exports in 2021, valued at $3.7 trillion. Over the past 20 years, BioTrade activities have grown from millions to billions, generating nearly $40 billion in turnover in 2023. Today, BioTrade is implemented in over 80 countries, transforming livelihoods and safeguarding biodiversity. Tools like the BioTrade principles and criteria, alongside its online self-assessment tool, help track and amplify these efforts. The Trade and Biodiversity Statistical Tool further supports the achievement of the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework's goals by monitoring bilateral and multilateral trade flows across 185 economies since 2010. Integrating biodiversity into trade policies isn't just important, it's essential. By adopting sustainable trade practices, including BioTrade, we can reverse biodiversity loss, support livelihoods for Indigenous peoples and local communities, and ensure sustainable development for future generations. Let us trade in a way that enriches our forests, revitalizes our oceans, and purifies our air. Let's BioTrade.